Out. Man's world. This is a man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl. Yeah. Man makes the car. Jane Brown. People, I thought we would come further. How y'all doing? Let's say hello to the first person. Cocoa Puff. Hey, Cocoa Puff. Lavender Spirit. Nicole Reloaded, moderator. Thank you, guys. Thanks for helping out. Anyway, I come here to talk about, I thought I was going to be recording my living room because I actually figured out how to get live on that computer, right? But of course, it's been a couple of hours trying to get there. And then it basically came down to you have to have Chrome as a search engine. So I get on there and my mouth is moving like this. I don't know how to fix it. So coming soon. We're back in the other room. But I noticed that Wendy Williams is having issues with the gays of all people. All right. So I heard Paris Hilton talking about Wendy Williams, then got in trouble with the gays again. So easy to do, one wrong word, and there you go. But apparently, Wendy Williams on her show was going to asking how many people in the audience were going to celebrate Valentine's Day. This is something apparently was made popular for some TV show. Valentine's Day, something where women go out and honor and respect each other, not their partner. Their partner will be the next day, Valentine's Day, but the Valentine's Day. So she asked how many people are going to celebrate it. Then these people in the audience, mostly her audience, are gay men. They raised their hand as well, or they clapped as well. And she went off. Wendy Williams said, "You don't bleed once a month. You are not us. You had nothing to do with this. And you should stop wearing our dresses." So Hilton seemed to think that this was all because she had a resentment because of what Billy Porter wore to the Grammys or to the Oscars, whichever one it is. Yes, I don't even know which one it is. I don't watch any of them. Anyway, she went off on her audience. These people who support her. Wendy Williams, yes, she got a predominantly female audience, but she got a lot of gay men in her audience as well. And as well as a lot of her employees and the people who work on her show. Just gay all over, gay, all the way gay, right? So why she didn't voice this resentment she has now about gay men wearing feminine clothing? Stop wearing our clothing, she says. Well, of course, I wanted to go and see what the controversy was. So it wasn't labeled on YouTube. So you have to watch all. I cannot deal with watching Wendy Williams with all that high octane. I just can't do it for a long period of time. But in my search to find what the clip was that she went off on these people and told them not to wear your clothing and all this kind of stuff, I came across this story about this people, Dwayne Wade. It's about the little trans child who is 12 years old and announced she's going to be referred to as she. And Wendy Williams seemed very supportive of this child. So I'm trying to figure out how moments later you can go off and say men should be wearing women's clothes and all that. And then the same thing, you don't know what person it is. You don't know what person, how gender fluid they are, if they're trans, if they're drag queens, if they just like feminine clothing, if they're cross dressers and all that kind of stuff. So you just told all these people that whatever you are, don't wear no woman's clothing. At the same time, you're saying that it was good that this trans child was being respected. So which is it, Wendy Williams? I hope we're not talking about relapse here. I hope you're not going to start getting crazy again, girl, because you look crazy anyway. I cannot. That is one woman. People had to convince me that wasn't a man. Now, people get offended and all that kind of stuff. I don't care. I'm telling you the truth. I did not believe when people told me that Wendy Williams was a woman. Show me proof. It wasn't until they said, well, she gave birth to that son. I still didn't believe him. I said she could have adopted him because she looks like a drag queen. She's taking the femininity way too far. So in my research, I went and found an old clip of Wendy Williams. And I said, oh, that's a cute girl. They had clips of her before all the surgery and stuff. I said, that's a beautiful girl. You would never think that was a man or anything. She's made herself a drag queen. Wendy Williams has created this persona that has converted her into a drag queen. You can't tell if she's male or female. Just my opinion. Let's say hello to some people. Minnie Paul's kicking her butt. Okay, could be something like that. I hope it's not any kind of drug thing or she's relapsed. I sincerely believe that. I mean that for real. She's just over the top. Soon you click on. I don't know who came up with the idea of all that noise when she comes on, like she's Michael Jackson or some damn body. What's she gonna come in and ask a few questions? It ain't all that loudness and all this stuff, and then all the exaggerated womanly features. I mean, she don't need. Let me stop. Y'all don't get mad at me. Wendy does look like a drag queen. Now, I'm just telling you the truth. But she's able to choose whatever she wants to wear and whatever she wants to put on. She can go and put on artificial breasts. She can do that, but a man can't even wear a skirt. There are men are wearing skirts too. They're having these utility kilts. The bottom line is, what difference does it make what somebody else wears? Can't people just wear whatever the hell they want to wear? Maybe she was offended because Billy Porter was draped in these gowns and things. That's his thing, honey. So I don't know if he considers himself a cross-dresser or what he considers himself, but what he's saying is, I do exist in the earth. You're going to have to deal with it, Miss Wendy Williams. About the little trans person who was going from a boy to a girl. I thought he was going from girl to a boy because when they showed his clip, wait a minute. When he showed her clip, it seemed to me like he was dressed more like a boy. So I thought it was a girl going to a boy. So you can't tell at that age. We all look pretty. I mean, you look very close. This is all about hair and stuff when you're that young. But yeah, I think it's great that they're able to support their children. People say, oh, it's too young. It's too young. You would be amazed at how many stories of people that young being put out of their house because they were transgender. Talk to real trans people and see what their stories are. Talk to the ones that are really dysfunctional and not unusual. They know at that age. So I think that's great. I wouldn't recommend people having any kind of surgery at 12 years old. I would just say put that off until later on they can make a decision. But if they're able to live their life as the person, the identity they identify with, what's wrong with it? It's part of reality. Some people are like that. We don't got to throw them in the street and have them out here, selling themselves as teenagers. Anyway, so I don't know what Wendy Williams' problem is. Somebody said menopause. I don't understand. I'm not going to pretend to understand things that I don't. Let's see what you guys are saying. Y'all see that guy Barr, who I just detest because he's nothing but a flunky for Trump. Did he grow some balls today? See, the thing is, you can't trust anything in government. We don't know that Donald Trump didn't call him and tell him to go out there and pretend to be opposed to what I did. We don't know. So far, all we know is everything Trump wants, he does it, regardless of the laws, statutes, traditions. Then all of a sudden now he's saying that he can't do his job effectively if Trump won't stop tweeting. Pretty big statement. But then when I saw him on every station saying the same damn thing, I said, oh, no, this is like a tour. He's doing a media tour, one-day media tour. To announce this. So it's not like something he just slipped and said. So how do we know that this is not part of Trump's plan as well? You can't trust anything in government. It's ridiculous. Your president of the United States says something there, you have no idea if it's right or not. Somebody just attacked us. We go into war. We would have no way of knowing what actually happened. Disgusting. Yeah, man's world. It wouldn't be nothing. Oh, I used to love James Brown when I was a kid. We used to get in for 99 cents. All children under 12 were in for 99 cents. So in Indiana, I watched him from probably 6 or 7 years old. all the way till I had to pay. And then even when you went, it was 99 cents. And then I was still going, you know, as a teenager and all that kind of stuff. Everything James Brown touched turned to gold, it seemed. There'll be nothing. Hey, Slick Whips. I should have made up a name for my YouTube. I never thought about it. I just go by my regular stuff, you know. Okay. Hey, people. So it looks like I almost got it together on my Mac in there. I thought, okay, is this Mac too old? But no, it updated. It only requires having Chrome. That thing was on one of them other older, I forgot what it's called even. Anyway, I did that and it came on instantly. But there's something going on with the mouth. But I had the same problem when I was first started uploading videos from there. So I know something that can be fixed. So maybe in a couple of days we'll be in there again. Hello, everyone. Shay's still standing. Shay's still standing. Okay. Hey, Timothy Blaine. So whatever. Do you guys believe that this guy, the Attorney General Barr, is he sincerely saying that he didn't want Donald Trump tweeting that it undermines his authority and that he came up with the idea to reevaluate this guy's sentence, Stone's sentence on his own? Or do you think this is just another trick of Trump's? That guy's been with him every step of the way. I can't imagine why he was just all of a sudden flipped to the other side. Unless he was just getting so much criticism, he couldn't take it. But it's pretty much been that way since he got in office, right? So he's also all of a sudden grown a heart. But that could be something that they worked out too. I mean, this Trump guy, he must be pretty smart. He became the president, right? He was able to con the world for whatever years before he became the president. So there has to be some kind of smarts there. So I'm let's just say I'm suspicious. Did Wilson come on today and explain his Cash App party? His Cash App Palooza situation last night? The Cash App people shut him down. It says right there in the rules you can't only transact so much money a day. So they must have been on a real roll. The question is, I can see that, okay, they stopped accepting you people sending him money. Bless the name of God. But also the video is gone where he made all the money. So is that something where YouTube stepped in and said, we're riding with Cash App? That boy's incorrigible. So he goes right into another way. Okay, I'm gonna use this then. I'm gonna use this other now it's PayPal. He didn't explain about you guys getting your money back. He only explained about you giving him money, right? All right, we ain't gonna make everything all about Jay Wilson. What else is going on? I hope Wendy Williams ain't slipped. People when they high, you know, it's a whole different thing than when they're sober. That disease is a killer, honey. Can't assume because somebody got clean, they stayed clean, right? If she starts getting weird behavior, she was a cute girl. Wendy, I just looked at that thing just a minute ago. When she was a disc jockey, she was a girl, a regular, attractive young girl. And then she started putting all this shit. I guess the cheeks have been done. Everything is enhanced. Everything. She made herself look like a drag queen. Them great big old titties. Why, girl, reduce those. Are those going to cause you problems in your later life? It's not attractive. So she's really into being girly girl. Sometimes they show her dressing room, and she's into all the, you know, feminine type things. Well, bless your heart, honey. That don't mean anybody else can't enjoy that, though. Don't pretend to be a friend of ours if you're actually not, if you're harboring resentment. I'm sorry Billy Porter came out there in that gown. Now, I wasn't wild about that particular gown. The skirt part was okay on a woman. I mean, you know, I don't like the women's shoes at least the ones that he had on. I wasn't wild about the outfit, but I defend his right to do it. You know, so if that's what he wants to do. It looked like it really affected Wendy Williams. No accounting for taste. I don't know why people even like her, but the women they just eat her up. They just love that Valley Girl type thing. Does she have a man now? I think her divorce is final, right? Does Wendy Williams have a man now? I don't keep up with that. I don't keep up with all that celebrity stuff just because they're celebrities. I think the last thing I heard was her divorce was final. Wendy is a man. Wendy Williams gave birth to that child, and I saw her when she was younger. She was definitely a girl, but she's made herself look like a drag queen. It's too much. Did anybody else see that part? I went looking for it. I couldn't find it. I bumped into the thing about the trans child, but let's see. She said, "Stop wearing our dresses." I didn't actually hear it. I heard Paris Hilton, and then there was some other sites that kind of wrote out exactly what she said. Thank you, Lucky Charms, Lucky Harms. Lucky Harms 19. Are you a 19-year-old? Lucky Harms says Wendy Williams and Jay Wilson wear the same size bra. At least internally. They're both full of themselves. She should everybody knows they're fake, right? So there's no reason why she couldn't reduce them. Why would you want all that on your back? Because when she was a regular person, she didn't look bad. I mean, she was an attractive young girl. But of course, we all get older, so I mean, whatever. Oh, she said she had Graves' disease, right? All right, something else. Okay, hey, viewers of you. How are you, boo? We all boos now. It's Valentine's Day. Call each other boo. Did y'all watch? Let me shout this dude out. The Jaded Nerd. Y'all see his video today talking about his boo? That was so funny. I am so proud of that dude. He only showed up about a year ago, I think. His commentary has gotten so professional now. I mean, all of his backgrounds, everything is well thought out. His commentary has always been great. He's got a great vocabulary. So I recommend you guys watch Jaded Nerd very strongly. He's going to go a lot higher than he is now. I think he's at around 6,000-7,000. But he'll be catching me very, very soon. He's doing a great job. The Jaded Nerd. Yep. He's a smart kid, too. I mean, I call him a kid. Everybody's a kid. When you're 61, everybody's a kid, right? Yeah, anybody who hasn't checked his site out, go check him out. I think you would enjoy it. He doesn't make these real long videos either. So, let's see. I don't know if Jaded Nerd's in here or not. Jaded is awesome. Yeah. Well, I guess to a 99-year-old view of you, I would be a kid. Isn't that something? All these gay folks, I didn't expect I'd be alive at this point. I never even thought about it. It was what was the point? Here I am, old grandpa. Well, sir. From Family Values, yes, check him out. I think you will enjoy him. I love his way he styles his site as well. I used to try to do stuff like that, intros, outros, graphics and stuff like that. My brain gets so scrambled, all this stuff. I said, no, I better just sit down, rub my mouth. They ain't expecting much from an old. They're not expecting much from an old dude. Yeah, he does a great job. And there's another one too, Troy Allen. He's going to be an up-and-comer as well. He's just starting, but already his stuff is starting to look polished, Yeah, don't watch Wilson. You're right, Hank. Keep it like that. Keep it just like that. You see. This is a man. Now I got the damn song in my head. Well, I try to cap on Wendy. I mean, Madison, and they have all kind of names for Wendy Williams. I know she has certainly been teased a lot, but it kind of sounds like it's just a slip of tongue. But it was a whole. She did a whole dialogue on it apparently, and I guess the people are going off on her on Twitter and maybe Facebook. I have a Twitter account and a Facebook. I don't use either one of them, so I just do this YouTube thing. Man makes a car. Nothing. What happened to James Brown? Do you guys remember the story? I know he had that big case where he had shot at some people for using his bathroom in one of his buildings. So did he go to prison, James Brown? I believe he got out of prison before he died. I don't really remember exactly how it went down. But that was a brilliant man, brilliant performer. He had a lot of personality quirks, but and they made movies about his life, and you can see. Well, they're all saying the same thing, then basically there must be some truth to it. So apparently, he was kind of hard to get along with at times. That fame, man, you have to. That fame does things to people. So anyway. Indy Cakes. Wait a minute. Indy. Are you from Indiana? And you have family in San Francisco? Or are we connected? Indy Cakes. So I mean, you're from Indianapolis, possibly, and you have family in San Francisco. Hi, Harlow Rain. Okay. Big Rainey's joint. I just stick to how you and Daryl Moore does a show. Lord, what's going on with Daryl Moore? He is after Larry Reed. He's after Larry Reed. What's the other one? Joyner or some one of them pastors. Yeah, the church sector is off the hook. But I like Larry Reed. So I don't know what the issue is between all of them. I can't get involved. Don't say anything. It'll come back to haunt you. But he really got a hard on for that boy. Or I should say, he really wants to see him fall, apparently. Investigations would conduct interviews and weigh potential evidence before deciding whether to launch a full-scale death investigation. Wait a minute. Posting district. So CNN, his investigators would conduct interviews. So you're talking about Barr again? Whether to launch a full-scale death investigation? What are you talking about? Nicole Reloaded? What do you mean? What are you talking about, honey? So CNN investigators would conduct interviews and weigh potential evidence before deciding whether to launch a full-scale death investigation. Whoo! Okay, you got to break it down for us, Nicole Reloaded. I mentioned several stories. Hi, London, Chocolate London. Thank you, Tropical Punch Kool-Aid. Queen of Chalk have a gift for you. I don't know what that means. I went over there to Gina's page, and I couldn't find what you guys were talking about. She has a gift for me. Is it like a good video or something? I don't know. Let me see. How many of you guys are married? Let's ask that question. Could you put, just so we have an idea who we're talking to, put married or single in the sidebar since it's Valentine's Day. Let's discuss it. Let's talk about it. Please put married or single in this sidebar here. Don't be embarrassed or ashamed. We know a whole lot of people single, including myself, but I'm just curious. Okay. So there's someone who's married, single, married. Okay, date. Oh, Justin Sanchez. Congratulations. Okay, married, single, divorced, single, happily divorced, happily divorced. free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty. All right, so some of you guys are gonna get flowers and things tonight, or tomorrow, I should say. A lot of people are single, widowed, single, engaged. That's nice. Okay. Well, not only if you're married, you're gonna get your Valentines, but you just have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, somebody. That's nice. So a lot of people are single. Yeah, I think probably married people are less on YouTube. I think they're probably spending more time with their family and the kids and all that kind of stuff. You know. But I've been single a long time. Happily single. All right on, Gwen. Yeah, when you're young, you think you have to be with somebody. It's not the truth. It ain't real. It ain't the truth. It'd be nice to have somebody you can, call up and talk to and have some companionship with them and all that kind of stuff. But it's not always, it's less necessary, I think, in my old age. Mm-hmm. Do miss cuddling. I hear you, honey. I feel you with that. Strange thing about love, though, it doesn't go away. It doesn't die. I still think about my partner. It's been over 30 years, or right around 30 years. She's died. I still think about him every day. Just that one person. But all the people I've known in my lifetime is only one who I actually still think about. Sometimes I wonder, God, is this it? Is that person still with me some kind of way in the supernatural realm? My books have always got a supernatural element in them. Let me see. Hey, everybody. Don't cry in your car on Valentine's Day. What the hell? Nicole, you look very young. You don't be crying yet, honey. It ain't over. It ain't over till it's over. My mom didn't, she was single her whole life. She didn't get married again till after all the kids had left. So she had to be she met him about close to 50. Maybe she was 45, something like that. I never thought she would get married. My mother can be a difficult woman. But God put somebody here for everybody. And she was with her husband 25 years. So it could happen any time, honey. I just say, let it happen. Let it be sincere. I don't want to go out there hanging the husband soon on somebody and then be stuck and find yourself with a monster. Nope. Much better to be single than to be in stress all the time. Trying to please somebody you don't even really like. It ain't over till Cash App pulls the plug. He go there to act like, oh, ain't no big deal. Ain't no big deal. Here's my PayPal. He forgot all about it. It's supposed to be a Cash App party where you guys are sending money to each other. That went all out the window. Now just here's my PayPal. Give me the money. There's a lot of immaturity in that dude. Or he thinks everybody else is stupid. Maybe he thinks everybody else is stupid. You guys stop giving him money, he won't think everybody else is dumb, stupid. Oh, no. Okay, Brandon Richard. My dog died 2 weeks ago, and it's super lonely in my house. It was just me and him. Your videos are great. Okay. Brandon Richard, you know what I did? A lot of people I know who have had pets basically for a long time, they usually live around 15, 16 years, and their pet died, and they're like in mourning, right? So they don't go out and get another dog. And many of them, the ones that I know, never get dogs again. For me, I had another dog a year and a half ago. When my dog died, I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't deal with coming into an empty house. So my suggestion, at least consider, go online to the SPCA or whatever the name is in your town and just look at dogs. When I saw this little rascal, I knew instantly. I ran down there the next morning. I said, oh my God, I hope he's still there. I saw him SPCA. So I was only without a dog for about a month. And it's worked out fine for me. I got lucky. I got another good dog. But I saw him online and I went down there to the pound because they had him in the pound at that point. and the dog wasn't there. And I said, oh no, I'm not interested in any of this other dog. I want that little one. His name was Fozzie at the time. Is Fozzie still? She said, yeah, we haven't put him out yet. Because they can only hold a certain amount of dogs in the kennels, right? So people can go and look at them. So they have more dogs in the back, but they have to wait until there's available place for him. I got him before he even hit the floor. Yes, and you can love again, Brandon Richard. They have power, I'm telling you. Once, well, you know, you had dogs before. They have power. You look at those eyes, and it's just a connection. I will always have a dog. Yep. Particularly as you get to be older, or for whatever reason you're home a lot. You know, it's good to have company. They are company. And a lot of times it's just that you're taking the attention off for yourself. It's not good to just be sitting around thinking all the time. You know, you have a responsibility for something else. Like I have to, as soon as I get rid of this video, I have to go and take the dog out, whatever. And my mind is off of my needs and onto the dog's needs, kind of thing. So I think that's part of it. But they do seem magical to me. I have magical dogs in, I think, 3 of my books. Yeah, I put my other dog in the stories, and then I had them die and then be with the person still, and they meet again in heaven. It's pretty. It's interesting. He was so cute when he came to your house. He was so cute when he came to your house. Oh, this new one, the Squeenie dog. The Squeenie dog. People ask me, why you call your dog Squeenie? What kind of name is that? I know I've told the story. Please don't. I hope I don't become a repeater. But my partner, when I had him, we were together in the 80s, right? He was a dog lover. I had never owned a dog. We were too poor to own a dog. I tried a couple of times. Mother said no, right? So I know nothing about raising no animals. I said, no, I don't want the responsibility. This was still in our bar time. We were going out every night, and I didn't think I'd be available for him. Anyway, so we moved to West Hollywood, and I came home one day, and he had this little dog. Now, I don't think it took 15 minutes, so I was already, ew, he's kind of cute. I'll tell you, they got powers, right? But my partner's name was Jimmy. So I said, if I ever get a dog, he will definitely be named Jimmy, right? So my other dog was named Jimmy. So when I got a second dog, this little rascal, I said, I can't call him Jimmy again. So Jimmy and I had a pet name for him, which we would use in the privacy of our own home. I always called him Squeenie at home. That was our pet name, right? They called him that all the time. So since I couldn't call this dog Jimmy, I called him Squeenie, and that's where his name came from. Gizmo. Someone else has a Gizmo on here. What's this? I don't know how to pronounce her name right. One of a friend of mine's online here. Omosa, is it? I think her name is Omosa or something like that. Anyway, she has a Gizmo. Okay, I love minions. 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 What is a minion? View to view. What is a min pins? A min pin. Is that a dog? Bite the shit out of you, girl. Primo Wanda says, I had a Chihuahua. Prancer was the name. He would bite the shit out of me at times. However, I love my baby and was brokenhearted when he died. Right. Yeah, them Chihuahuas something else. They always yapping. Many times not too friendly to strangers, I noticed too. So whenever I see a little yapper, I said, oh, it's a Chihuahua. They're cute dogs. This one so far has not bit anybody. My other dog bit somebody one time. Well, actually, he bit somebody twice, because one time I had my other dog. He always reacts to homeless people approaching you, right? For whatever reason. Anybody got any kind of mental problems, anything like that, anything strange about him, he snaps and barks at him. So one time there was this guy, a guy with mental problems. He was in like a box, but he was walking down the street in a box, right? And the dog, of course, that was strange. So he started barking at the thing, right? And so the guy in the box, instead of getting scared about the dog yapping at him and barking at his cardboard box, he came out the box and started chasing the dog, barking at the dog. Come on back here, you motherfucker, and all this kind of shit. I said, oh my God. I had to grab my animal and run. This dude was way out. So anyway. Oh, that's not when he bit me, though. He bit me because another homeless person was approached us. He started yapping and whatever. And I tried to hold him. Oh, excuse me. Wilson like that. I tried to hold the dog so he wouldn't be snapping at this homeless guy, right? And the dog and bit me right in the face. So I never did that again. Shih Tzu. Hey, Shih Tzu. Shih Tzu looks just like my dog. The only difference that their nose is a little smaller and they have smaller legs, right? So a lot of people think this dog is a Shih Tzu, but he got longer legs than a Shih Tzu. I think that's about it, really. That's the way I can tell. They have a similar history as well in Tibet. Mm-hmm. Hey, Redbone, moderator. Thanks for helping. Okay. He's saying, you try to teach Kevin how to sit? Sit down, Kevin. Sit your ass down. People, I mean, the guys in the park are great. They all have, most of their dogs are off leash. They throw the ball, brings the ball back and all that kind of stuff. I have never been a person who has the temperament for training a dog, right? So he don't know no tricks. If I tell him to sit down, he wouldn't even know what the hell I'm talking about. He has trained me more than I've trained him. So I just know what he likes, what he doesn't like, what he's going to do in certain incidents. But, I'm not good at that with the training. When you get a dog from the SPCA, now they make you go to a certain amount of classes, right, for training. I didn't want to go back down there for damn training. I don't know. It's just not in me. So I had to pay for the training, but I never attended the classes. But he don't need a lot. He's a small dog, His worst habit is he's always snapping at people when they walk up on him. If he doesn't know them, if he knows them, he's talked to them a couple of times. He won't snap at them. But if that's what they were used for in Tibet, in the monastery, they were trained. They were used for. Their job was to alert the lions of strangers in the monasteries, right? I'm not saying they were bred for that. I'm saying that this is a characteristic of this particular dog, and they use them for that. So you could have 100 people in the monastery, and they would know all the people in the monastery, but they were particular about somebody who wasn't supposed to be there, and they were alert the lions. I guess the lions come and chew them up, whatever. That's the history they have on the YouTube channels. But more than one of them say the same kind of history. Some of them believed in reincarnation too. They said these dogs were close to reincarnation. Lhasa Apso. I have a Chavu Poo and a Lhasa Apso Shih Tzu mix. Okay. A Lhasa Apso Shih Tzu mix. That's interesting. So he would probably have characteristics of both animals, right? Because the animals they're basically the same. It's only slightly different. That Shih Tzu's got the little small, just a little bit smaller nose. He ain't got no big nose here. But yeah, that'd be a nice little couple, little interracial couple. Bunch bar 8. Yeah. Pomeranian. You got two babies. Yeah, I like small dogs. I don't like dogs that intimidate. Some of these guys, these great big old I guess it's an alpha male thing. They got these great big old dogs. I can't kill her with that one. I don't want to pump fear in people. But a lot of dogs in the park here, those are homeowners. So the dog are security as well. A lot of those real big ones. These are better in apartments, I think. But yeah, they intimidate the hell out of me. So I guess they do the job. Okay. Nikki, Mr. Fay, I knew someone who named their cat Kevin. Yeah, I like the little human names on these on dogs. So humanizes them. Yeah, me too. Mimi, we said the same thing, same time. Golden Doodle and Labrador. So a golden doodle, is that a golden retriever and a Labrador? No, and a poodle. A golden doodle is a golden retriever and a poodle. I know they have a lot of Labradoodles here. Labradoodle is a Labrador and a poodle mix. Those big poodle mixes. Those are real popular in San Francisco for some reason. But I never heard of a golden doodle. Y'all got designer animals. All right. These mixed marriages. Cavapoo and a lobster opsu. Oh, I talked to you already. You had the lobster opsu mix. Okay. Big dog, big shit to pick up. I found that a lot of black people are scared of dogs. I know y'all ain't gonna like that, but I think when you people don't have a lot of money and stuff, that's not one of the main things that they have. Some families have dogs, but it seems to me that a lot less black people have dogs less often. I mean, older people have always had dogs and so forth, but most of us were not raised with animals. When I was about 7, 8 years old, I took home a stray. My mother would not let me take that dog. The dog was very sickly. He could barely walk, but I just wanted to be a boy with a dog. And yeah, so I did have that animal for a while. I had to hide him. I had him in our little garage. We had a little raggedy garage, and go out and feed him and stuff like that. But she eventually found out. I guess she, in her wisdom, she knew he was about to die. Somehow or other, the dog disappeared. My dog's watching Uncle Tim right now. Do your dogs like TV? I never leave this apartment without turning on the cartoons, right? So this dog, first of all, he didn't like he understood what it was, but every time I come home, he's always sitting there watching cartoons. Because cartoons, they love dogs. So there's always dogs in the cartoons, right? So I turned to the Toon channel. Yeah, and even when some of these doggy daycare places, they have TVs on the wall, so dogs watch television. Parents can stand your ass. Oh, you were just loving, Ms. Don't play. You want to take care of the little rascals. I hate those commercials when they put, I guess to raise money, they have SPCA commercials, and they show these dogs being abused and starved to death and all this. I think, oh, but why are you doing that? I mean, is it possible to raise money without showing these poor animals suffering and being abused like that? I guess it's a ploy that works or whatever, but they want to raise money for people to support the shelters and so forth. Oh, it just breaks my heart, though. It breaks my heart the way they used to show African kids starving, real skinny and stuff like that. They used to be real popular with these people who raised my money. I always thought it was so sad. I guess that's the whole point. Be sad and send money. They have doggy TV on YouTube. Oh, I didn't know that. I gotta look that up. Doggy TV. Maybe I'll show some dogs like him. Maybe he'll connect. I don't think he's there. Yeah, I'll do that. I could go to the channels with lots of opsus. Maybe you'll see some of his brothers and sisters. She used to work at only black people. Nigga, you got a racist animal. The last owners were probably racist. Nikki says, when I first got my rescue, she used to bark at only black people on the screen. You can't stay here. Lord have mercy. Whoever was probably the person who owned it before had a problem with black people. Mm-mm-mm. That must be very, very embarrassing. You walk down the street and the dog only barks at black people. I mean, if you're a different race, whatever. Toy poodles, the little ones. They act like babies. They'll be babies forever, honey. That's the great thing about dogs. They never become teenagers. They still want to play with toys. Right? Even up to their death time, you can't tell that they're old, except for their movements, you know. A miniature blue Safi named Midnight. Oh, okay. A miniature. I have a pure English miniature blue Safi. That sounds like a designer dog. Okay. Hey, thanks, Ed. Ed G. Thanks for the super chat from Virginia. Appreciate it, bro. Anything else happened today? I'm not aware of it. Let me see. Valentine's Day. So what happens? Okay. I guess and that's not really a holiday. Not really. We were kids, we used to get the little hearts with the names on them and pass them around the room or whatever to kind of teach us what Valentine's Day was, but that's not really a holiday, honey. For you lovers, especially the ones like like Jay Wilson said, ooh, then he gave me a card. Oh, I love that black love. You see that black love? He gave me a card. Oh. Jay Wilson, what'd you get Mark for Valentine's Day? Did you do something special? Did you go to Chuck E. Cheese? I love black love. Yeah, Candy was nasty. Can Queenie say bye every time you sign off dope? He won't say nothing. He got to be in the mood. I like it when they're smiling. People say, "Oh, dog can't smile." Yes, they can. Otherwise, then just nothing at all. You know. Mm-hmm. He said he's gonna write. He's gonna write Mark a song. Don't sing it, honey. If you write him a song, that's cool. Do not sing it. Hire somebody. That girl, what's Views the View? Is she still in here? That girl had me so tickled last night. She had made a video about Jay Wilson singing. Really, I thought it was just me. I thought, well, maybe I'm not hearing things the way other people hear them or whatever. Maybe it's my fault, right? But no, she played some of that boy's music and singing. I said, oh no, it's the truth. He really can't sing. He said they got to pay me $500 an hour for this. I mean, how long was the church service? The music no more than an hour. $500. They pay them that much. They need to have their license removed, honey. Yeah, hire a singing Graham or something. Have somebody else come there, honey, and sing the song. I don't even know what the writing skills even. I don't know how you can get all the way through a master's program in singing and nobody told you can't sing. Maybe singing instructors or teachers don't have to be able to sing. Maybe that's it. Maybe if you're going to be a singing teacher, you don't have to have talent for that. You have to know technique and things like that to teach other singers and bring out other singers. This boy just got confused and thinking that he can sing because he can't. God has to give you those kind of gifts, honey. I mean, to be extraordinary. Maybe he can still teach kids something. You know, the kids can say, oh, yes, yes. Yeah, we get it. When God gives you a gift, honey, ain't nobody got to debate if you can sing or not. Oh, hello there, Mark. Mark's blown out booty hole. No, he sounds a fool. That boy kid, I don't know, honey. I don't know how he making his living as a singer. That's what he says. Can you imagine poor Mark? He got to sit up there and listen to that boy singing him a Valentine Day song that he done made up. I mean, what's he supposed to do? Sit there? Please. You got to tell him, oh, that was so sweet, baby. I'd rather have cash. Next time, send money. He don't even have enough sense to even have a track. You would think a person supposed to be a singer, they'll have a track they can sing too. He's trying to sing everything a cappella, and he's supposed to be a musician. Why would a musician want to be singing everything a cappella? A keyboard don't take up any more space than the damn this thing. What do you call it? Keypad. But I guess I never got around to the store to buy one. Girl, you sound like shit. Just tell the truth. Oh, Mark is deaf? You think he can't even hear him? Yeah, too bad he's not blind too, honey. That was a nasty statement. I'll take that back. I met this guy in the park the other day, and I've been seeing him walking the dogs for a while. And he told me he was blind. I said, I had no idea. And this guy even rides a skateboard. Well, he said he was legally blind. I said, man, I had no, I'm talking to the dude every day. Or every, 3 or 4 times a week. Never even occurred to me. So, yep, you keep talking. You're talking all the damn time. You're bound to say something stupid. I just did. It's somewhere. His song will have Tracy in it somewhere. You right about that shit, girl. He was interviewing Wally. I said, wait a minute. I thought this was supposed to be interviewing Wally, right? How in the hell did Tracy get so prominent in the conversation? What did Wally got to do with Tracy, honey? Everything's got to be based off of Tracy. Maybe she broke his little heart, honey. Maybe she broke his little heart. You were in my home. You were in my home. So what? That means you know the person because they walked through your door? That ain't no damn relationship. She wasn't coming over every day and having dinner with you and sitting down watching TV and all that kind of shit. So what she breezed by. Oh, you were in my home. Dumbass. Lord have mercy. She's not hurt, but apparently he is. Poor Mark. I really do hope he don't make that boy sit through one of them songs, and that would be cruel. That's gonna ruin the mood. I bet you can't have sex with him after he's singing. He didn't sing a little bit. Well, since he can't write a book, right? Imagine his song is a writing. I can't even imagine what he done put down, Jeff. I didn't even attempt to read that old college. That's just instruction for going to school. That's not really a book, more of an instruction manual, or as I said, a pamphlet. And the pamphlet really caught on because that's what people start calling it. I don't know. I guess that's where the whole disdain started coming from when he was going on and on and on about this book. Jay Wilson, he needs to write out his real story and tell his truth, because I don't think he's that in touch with his actual reality. He always talking about the trailer like it was Wonderland or some damn where, instead of a single wide trailer with 8, 9 people in it. Whatever. I ain't thinking about that, Jay Wilson. Let me see. Mark has to wait for income tax. He's trying to get that damn money for that mortgage now, apparently, because when they shut him down last night, he went right on to PayPal. What's the other thing called? I don't even remember what it's called. Some other kind of thing where you can give him money. You forgot all about it. Supposed to be giving each other money. It's just about giving me money. Because I guess theoretically then, if they cut off, you couldn't send him money. If he had any concern for his subscribers, they could have went on with their part. They weren't cut off. They could still send people money. But no, he cut the whole thing off because he couldn't get no money. That's very telling, people. Let me say that again, because I'm just now realizing myself. When they cut him off, Cash App said, no, we warned you. You cannot be having these transactions with our company. It is a ripoff. We've already established that this is a scam. You can't do it, right? So they cut him off. They had already warned him. There's no reason why the Cash App party couldn't keep going. The whole idea was people were supposed to give each other money, right? When he wasn't in part of it, they weren't sending him the money. He had no more interest in it. No, just send me the money to PayPal. Well, are you going to send money back to their PayPal? You didn't ask them to post their PayPal. Jay Wilson, get your ass a job, child. You always talking about your hard work. I ain't afraid of hard work. We learn the hard work in the trailer. Yeah. Driving an Uber cab, that's the hard work. All right. He could. You're right, Lucky Harms. Just realized it myself. Talked my way into it. But they don't have to send him money. He shouldn't even be collecting money any damn way. If it's supposed to be for the people. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm Skull Uber Eats. Are you guys using all these apps now with Uber Eats and what do you call it? The thing where you call all the restaurants, you can get food delivered from anywhere. Here you got these bicycles on the street. That's an app. You can't just put money in it. You got to rent bicycles. That's an app. You can rent scooters. That's an app. When you go to a restaurant or something like that, you tap the card. You know, that's an app. Everything's an app, and a lot of this stuff is tried out here. So I don't know. I'm slow with all that kind of stuff. Let me see. Cash App dropped a fraud alert. The Cash App party should be for your chat only, in my opinion. Bless the people that bless you. Right. I guess it probably could work with between each other. I would research how it's supposed to actually work, because he just made it up just as he was talking, because he wasn't going on there. He was going there to criticize it and ended up doing it. So he was just making it up as he goes along. That's probably why he hasn't come back here with this I'm raising money for the college bullshit, because he probably found out that it's illegal. Or he has to have some kind of permit or registration to be talking about you raising the money to give some money to some school, which we just have to assume that you gave him anything. Anyway, he got to figure it out, but he's figuring it out on the cuff. No way, too many people dealing with my. Now, this is something I missed about having a wife. Imagine someone cooking every day. Oh my God, it must be wonderful. Imagine someone coming here and blowing smoke up your ass about how wonderful you are when you come home from work after a bad day of work. Imagine the little ones. So yeah, I mean, there are a lot of things that I missed out on. Of course, a male could do that with a male as well, but men are different. They're not nearly as encouraging as women. I'll tell you that. And my partner was good. He just loved me. So glad they shut it down. Yes. Why so greedy? I mean, he's got to be making money. He's doing lives 4 and 5 times a day, all of them 2 and 3 hours. I mean, what's the point? Damn, isn't that enough money? You say you're making $1,000 a week from YouTube? You got to do all this other extra shit too? It's unreasonable. It's greed, honey. It is greed. Let me see. Okay, you guys, I talk to everybody. Say hello to all you guys. Nope. Uh-huh. All right, guys. So we're at an hour. So it was great talking to you, but I got to make it turn to a 1 first. We got 30 seconds, right? 1, 2. Don't forget to go over there and check out Jaded Nerd, though. He has really worked hard on this channel. He's a funny guy. He's very quick. and he's got good information. He does a lot more research than I do. I'll tell you that much. So you check him out. And also Troy Allen. Troy Allen's good as well. He's brand new. Okay, people. Oh, it crossed the 1. Talk to you later, guys. Hopefully, I'll be on my other computer in there. I got to figure out how to get the mouth to work. Wait a minute. Actually, this mouth is not moving right. Maybe it's all in my mind. Maybe the computer's working just fine. I don't know. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.